Purdue University North Central's travel study programs provide a unique experience to students. Realize your destination in a way that is unique and entirely different. Discover the special privileges that are reserved for those who are accompanied by experts and researchers. Visit sites that are off the beaten path and relive the experiences as only those who are in the know can relate them. Experience destinations personally and gain a deeper understanding with every step. You can take it for credit or just for fun, and you don't have to be a PNC student to take advantage of these extraordinary opportunities.
My name is Julie Fowler, and I went to Peru. Going to another country, seeing all the new sights, the experiences, the culture, because we experienced everything while we were there. It's just an amazing trip. It was an amazing experience that you can't get anywhere else other than going through the college, because there were things that we had advantages to that others wouldn't have. We got to have special types of tours. When we went to Peru, Professor Kincaid has a real close relationship with a museum there. So they had done a lot of our planning for us, our travel for us, and so we had like archaeological dig sites that we got to go into and actually go down inside where others weren't allowed to go down in those places. They actually held things that they had just found that morning and showed us when we got there that they had just found these things. So it was amazing that we could actually walk down inside these pyramids, and nobody else could get that experience by going on the trip there.
I've been on the Smokies trip twice and the DC trip once, and for the Smokies class, it's just such a unique way to learn about something. I mean, take salamanders for example. You can read about salamanders, hear a lecture on them, or even watch videos on them. But in the Smoky Mountains, you get to look for them, hold them. It's very much hands-on learning, and basically the Smoky Mountains is like your classroom, and it's just such a cool experience. There are so many little moments that just stay with you. For example, being up early in the morning and being outside and just seeing the fog hold around the mountains, and catching and holding a salamander for the first time, seeing a bear. All of these things just add up, and they stick with you. And sometimes I just find myself thinking back to memories like that and just wishing I was back in the Smokies, and maybe that's why I keep going back. I think a part of me is still there.
I was looking for something to do over spring break. Years past I had just stayed at home or gone to work and done spring break that way. Kind of wanted to get out and experience something else, get involved with the trip here at PNC. You get to do stuff that a person going to Washington, D.C. on their own wouldn't be able to do. Like, we got to meet with Brian Lamb, the creator of C-SPAN, and we met with Margaret Cancer, the Undersecretary of Education, which was really cool because I'm an elementary education major, which means I got to meet with the second in charge of the Department of Education in the United States. That was pretty cool because we met with her in her office, and if you've ever seen a corner office in a movie, that's exactly where we were at.
I decided to take the Washington, D.C. trip because I was interested in how our country litigates and how laws get passed, and I wanted to maybe go into that when I got older. I decided to be in the travel study program because the experiences and that I knew I would gain from getting the background information from the tours and the going to different sites and just hanging out with people that have similar interests. You can take a class and it's general elective where you can have a variety of different kids in there, but when you're taking the travel study class, those kids are specifically interested, because it's a specialized class, they're interested in that class and what it has to offer. So you're in there with kids that are just equally excited about being there as you are.
Go for it. That's the biggest thing I have to tell you. You may feel a little bit apprehensive about going to DC for a whole week. You got to find your own transportation out there. You may feel apprehensive about going through the paperwork and stuff for it, but just do it, because you may not get this opportunity again to meet these people and go with the people you go with.
I would say definitely give it a go. Whether you're going to DC or Peru or the Smokies, it's going to be an amazing experience. You're going to meet some awesome people, make great friends, and some of these memories I know with me are going to stick with me for a lifetime, and I have no regrets about going whatsoever. And I'm actually going again next summer to the Smokies for the third time. I'm definitely hooked.
The advice I would give is to really pick a travel study class that will fit you. There's There's 4 different travel study classes. There's the one to Peru, there's one to DC, there's a Smoky Mountains trip, and there's also a Gettysburg trip. And each one is pretty much tailored to desires. So picking one that fits what you want it for and taking it as that class will go a long way for your education.
If you're interested, contact the Office of Graduate and Extended Learning at 219-785-5343 or stop by our office at PNC's Westville campus in LSF 28.